The downgrade fallout comes only a few days, of course, after the debt ceiling was raised. Al Hunt is here with his insight into this. And Al, I mean, do you think it's worth the president's time to get into sort of a sparring match with a ratings agency at this point?
Well, they've already done that, Lisa, by trying to discredit the S&P report. I think it's very hard to say we're not going to give it any credence by talking about it when it's been headlines and the head of newscast all over the world the past few days, and the president has been silent. They're going to try to walk a very delicate balancing act here between saying S&P really doesn't have any credibility. Look at Moody's, which, as you reported, came out this morning. And on the other hand, saying it does suggest the need for this balanced big package we've been calling for.
Well, you know, Al, the White House is calling this a sort of Tea Party downgrade. But when you get beyond the White House, I mean, give us a sense for what really is behind whether or not the Tea Party actually has got any momentum here.
Well, the Tea Party loves anything that says the debt's too big. What they don't like is what is part of the necessary solution, which is higher revenues. And I haven't read the whole S&P report. I've glanced some of it, and I think that they have a terrible reputation for what they did in 07 and 08. Some of the early research was quite slipshod, a $2 trillion mistake. And on the other hand, when Moody's expresses confidence that we're going to deal with these fiscal issues over the next 3 or 4 years, I'm not quite sure what that confidence is born out of. Because so far the reaction to this is both sides saying, see, I told you we were right.
Well, you know, and J.P. Morgan, as a matter of fact, has a note out where they say Congressional Budget Office thinks that our GDP growing 3 to 3.5% is way too optimistic. Makes you wonder whether the numbers are any good.
No, I think the CBO is almost certainly going to revise its numbers probably this month. I think those numbers were consensus numbers 3-6 months ago, but I think now the economy is much weaker than we thought it was going to be, which really creates this extraordinary conundrum. They're talking about long-term deficit deals and dealing with our chronic deficit. On the other hand, we have a very anemic economy. What we probably need now is some injection into that economy. The politics of that are very, very difficult, if not impossible.